Okay, welcome everybody to the canvassing board meeting for the November 4th, 2025 general election. It is 2 p.m. I'm going to call the meeting officially to order. To my left, we have Vice Chair, Commissioner District 2, Pat Tarswell. And to my right, we have Chief Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Tim Whited as our canvassing board. And then also in the room today, we have, and I got to give a big thanks, our election staff, starting with Chief Deputy Auditor Marie Stevenson. And then we have elections technician Kaylee Chappell, and Kaylee actually took the lead on this election and did a fantastic job. So thank you very much. Congratulations. We also have Mike Lebonsky, our other elections technician, and off screen and in the back. And then of course, Susan Blankenship, our assistant elections administrator, upstairs staffing the vote center. So as far as our observers go today, we have our two most favorite observers. We have Ross Gallagher representing the Democratic Party and Sharon Diaz representing the Republican Party. So welcome.
Thank you.
And then just to recap, so the last formal update was November 7th, so it's been a while. Since then, we've had some additional ballots come in. The current count is 18,327 ballots in-house. Not all have been scanned. And with that, we had sent out 47,829 ballots to our registered voters. That translates to a current return of 38.32%, just slightly below the state average. So with that, Maria, I'm going to turn it over to you to walk us through the details.
Okay, well, we're just here to, of course, we have some ballots to refer to the canvassing board for rejection. And we're going to start with some ballots that we received too late, which means they were received after 8 p.m. November 4th is your magic date. So these ones that are late, these first few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these were not submitted through the mail. One on 11/5, we got a phone call from the library that they found a ballot in their library book box. And then we got some that we collected from the main courthouse. These were put into their silver box. I don't know what that. I haven't really paid.
/fines.
Yep. So those were deposited in there, and we did not receive them until 11/5 because that's when they collected them. So, and we weren't sure. We really can't verify. And by rule, by the RCW, for 29A 4110, ballots must either be received no later than 8 p.m. on election day or the day of the primary, or must be postmarked no later than. So we did not receive these by rule. So
Nice job.
which the ballot drop box and mail is your options. So with that, we'll give you each a handful here.
4 is good, anything later is bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's a few that they only have on the bottom, there's an orange barcode.
There is one barcode at the top.
And then there's one at the top, like this one. If you don't see an actual postmark, see there's no postmark.
Right.
We have this nice orange barcode, and we have a reader that USPS and Secretary of State to read this barcode that the Postal Service puts on there. And then it comes up and we handwrite this date. And that's the date that it went through the Postal Service. And we also maintain that on a spreadsheet for records. So.
I say it every time, but these stamps have gotten so much better.
Yes.
Those ones go to.
Yeah.
They'll be good.
They're going this way.
That's tough.
Just gonna move that one there.
Yes, sir.
Next batch, we
Seen one?
have,
Yep.
we just have 7 unsigned, so, and mind you, with all of our unsigned and our signature does not match, we make initial phone calls before, before we send out the letters usually, or the first thing the next morning, or emails, or both, if we can. And then we, reach out to them again at least 5 days before. I think we did it 8 days before this time. To reach out again to remind what, if he's in, and the deadline of today, 4 p.m. So there's just a few. These are just peeking at them, make sure there's no signatures on there. Get anything out of them, so. That one for last.
Yep, I've seen them all.
And we have 35, signature does not match. And on these first 3, you will see there is actually a cure letter here, which is the letter that we send them and request their signature. And the law specifies that the signature on the cure letter must match the signature on the envelope. So, and then of course this front cover is what we have. This is what we normally would compare their signature to. So it's in the vote law system. And then of course you remember I'll let you look at these 3 first, and then I'll divide these guys out, and these ones are just
They still don't match with the cure letter, huh?
those 3.
Yeah.
That is correct. And then we called them again, trying to explain, why. And then you want to look underneath of that. That's what we have to, that's the one that matters. It should match.
This is,
Yeah.
because this matches
Every-
that,
Yes, it does. Look what's on the actual envelope.
but that does not match.
And, you know, of course, by the signature verification, it's like you need at least 3 points that match.
Yeah.
So don't forget to initial whether you.
The gold nuggets.
You'll be an old pro at this pretty soon, Matt. I mean, mind you, we've had one where we had a voter, they said they did it really fast and they're like, I don't know if I could do that again. So they came in with their ID, you know, vouched to us. That is their signature. They did sign it. And of course, we accepted it. So.
A lot of young voters in here.
I know. Mr. Steve. He's just, are those all done? You're just getting started. You can flip them over.
There's no cure letter on these.
Those, yes, that is correct. There isn't a.
So if you would make copies of like 6 of the youngest ones, I'll go visit them or try to see how we can help them out for future elections.
Yeah, there's one in there. You can see they're just the 2 initials, but then it looks like they kind of put a little. It's, doesn't not
There's
even close.
those.
One in there that might change. One. LMA.
All right.
Maybe claim.
So I don't think I could blame it on that, but okay.
Stop
Clam digging.
Oh,
It's like this story company was saying, looking for that dimple.
Is
And not break in it when you get in, you never get competitive. It's devastating.
who's that gun?
Because of the vesture. Is that like the tube thing? It was stuck in there and twisted.
Yeah. It's just, I've had a few and my friend brought her, her friends have some. And the hole is on top. You know what happens when you push it down? Sand goes right in the face. No fun. Hole needs to be on the bottom.
You ever done the same thing with the mushrooms in the forest? That's awful. You started cooking too.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go get chanterelles. I love going out. to get chanterelle.
That's fine. Because you're an OG of the MC. That's why you did that. Lots of people don't have that memory. That's a blessing to you.
Oh, is that one different, like an envelope, or did we take it wrong?
Oh, so what's wrong with this one is, this is,
There's no signature.
it's right
Oh,
here.
it's military. Yeah.
So, our UOCAVA voters, these are our military overseas, they can send their ballots back via email. And we've reached out to them a couple times to.
Signature would be half.
I'm holding on.
Yes. They're not done. They're just, I'm done.
Okay, that makes sense. You can just switch them right to Steve. Unless you're the third signature, then you can switch them over to me.
Just- I'm really trying to find some way to say yes, but they're not even.
Should be added in a civics class at school.
Agree.
My husband loves my Catholic school home prison. And all that stuff has gone away. They don't want to sign.
They don't teach anymore.
No.
Right. Haley's done this for, multiple times to try to get us in there.
Civics.
BC.
Yeah.
We passed those down to them, I think.
They're already done.
Oh,
I
those
think
ones are.
these need Tim's eyes,
Oh, they do?
I think.
Yeah, they did.
I have an 84-year-old friend and she knows shorthand. Even though she's sick, she can just do it shorthand. I don't even have any idea what shorthand is.
They don't even know what it is.
No.
It was a career for a long time.
Yeah, it was. They call them like stenographers.
My grandma told me when I was young, I was on shorthand. And she's one of those things. You know, the words of wisdom from your grandparents, some tricks, and it's not warranted.
Is that 3?
Can I ask a question? How many more of these signature situations? What's the number of this one versus the last election? So is it kind of the same percentage? Is this a larger percentage
I
than normal?
haven't looked at that. It was 35. I haven't.
But last year, you can't really compare it to last year was presidential, so we get a lot more ballot.
Yeah,
I mean, we're just at 18,000.
did you say 38%?
Typically run around 0.3%,
Don't mismatch.
0.3, 0.35.
So it's a
Projections.
consistency, so it's fluid. The learning curve doesn't go like this.
They're out there trying to change it. Everyone else does a lot of that public outreach.
Yeah.
Scares the hell out of them.
Figure it out. And they do so much with calling
Oh
and
my
emailing
goodness.
and trying to get people to
Very
figure it
good.
out. I mean,
Yeah, and understand what we're looking at.
this number was a lot bigger until they
Yeah.
did their work. It was a lot more than 35, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
They make it easy on us.
Is that a yay or a nay?
Did I miss one?
Well, I don't see your initials there, so.
Good catch. Easy ones.
Is that one accepted?
No.
Okay.
This is our last one.
So the canvassing board did not accept any of the challenge
I
ballots?
see one.
One?
Nope.
Nope, okay.
So this last,
I tried.
you can't change it if it's not there. That's for sure. This last one is, so we've received a ballot. And when we look through the records, we can see this signature does not match. Not even close. I'll let you guys look at these. And then when we really see something not close, we do what's called a household member lookup. And then it shows us the signatures of each household member. And this signature belongs to a different household member whose ballot was already received.
So this is a voter that signed someone
ballots.
else's ballot and also turned in a ballot
Of their own.
with their own name, so I will be going out to visit them and
Okay.
learning more about what
They
happened.
didn't sign,
They didn't forge the name.
they
No.
didn't, they didn't swap envelopes?
No.
No, they submitted 2 ballots.
So they signed their envelope and sent it in, and then signed that envelope and sent it in.
Wow.
They weren't signing as somebody else.
No, there was no signing in somebody else. Normally,
Which is
when
typically
I
what
have
you'd
seen
see.
that and we call, when we call and, and it's like, well, I told my wife to sign it. Yeah, you can't
This
do
could be, this
that.
could be somebody trying to be efficient.
And it looks like they
But-
witnessed their own signature.
Mhm, Yeah.
I did
saw
that
that as
time.
well.
I was witness my own signature. But you don't see that often. in this situation.
No. I mean, Yeah.
It's like a 0.0001%.
I don't know.
I agree.
That's pretty low. Nice detective work, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of times we do, we'll come across an envelope that has a signature from a different household member, and we wait till the end of the day, hoping we get the other envelope with, opposite
Flip-flop.
household members. So, sometimes we don't. So we have to we actually take away the credit that like that person submitted their ballot, because technically the person who signed it's their ballot.
Mhm.
So we give them that credit, accept that ballot, and then notify that voter that belonged to the envelope, basically, that if they still have time, they do have time to, of course, get them, try to get them a replacement ballot or get it so that their ballot, they can have a ballot. Do extra.
Just didn't work out here.
No. Well, that's different, and that was submitted on 11/4.
Mhm.
Hers was on 11/4, so we didn't have much time.
More to come.
So with that, this is.
So before we lay down any ink here, any other comments or questions from either Tim or Pat?
Other than just great job.
How about our seasoned observers? Do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns?
So what happened today didn't change the results.
We have about 141 ballots that we will add to the results today.
And we can still receive cure letters up until
Till
4 p.m.
Yeah, so right after 4, we'll scan everything that we have that we can accept. And we'll get the results up probably about 4:15, 4:20
Okay.
on our
So stay
website.
tuned for the next update.
Canvassing board didn't take any action that affected any
Nothing.
votes.
No. And
No return anything.
Yeah.
next election, February 2026, that is our verified voter project, and the objective of that project is to turn that stack to 0, because instead of using the voter's signature for authentication, we're going to be using their birth date and their driver's license number or state ID
A
number.
completely objective standard.
Yes. But it is a
Completely objective.
participation. They have the
I thought you
option.
said, I completely object.
That's what I thought he
And I
said.
was like,
Hey.
wait, what?
Not a
Whoa.
completely unreasonable lawyer. It's completely objective.
I'm sorry.
And it's
I just heard that wrong.
an
but
optional participation.
Object.
you spend-
Yeah,
I'm not a
Tim,
lawyer.
that's really-
I'm reasonable. I'm not a judge.
That's really harsh.
Unreasonable. Hey.
So that's one of our objectives, and the main objective is to get our challenge ballot count to 0 and take the subjectivity completely out of
Well, we're
it.
gonna do it all our time.
We'll give it back to you. We'll find other.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, so we'll be back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. for certification. And before we wrap it up, thank you guys again for another silky smooth walk through the park. Beautiful sunshine and birds chirping election. So great job. And Kaylee, really nice work taking lead on this one. So thank you.
Good job to you. We're overseeing everything. I'll
Good
tell you what,
job.
this is one meeting I never worry about.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna get done right every time, so nice job, everybody.
So with that, I'd like to entertain a motion.
Move to adjourn for today and come back tomorrow for certification.
Second.
I completely
So we-
object. Do all of it.
We adjourned at 2:31 p.m.